Now, 4.2a is just introducing the linear and quadratic functions. 4.2b is all word problems with the quadratics, so that will be the second half of 4.2. My super fast summary of 4.2a, the linear stuff is the exact same thing we've been doing, except that we're using f of x instead of y. That's it. Just be careful that you understand the function notation. That usually trips students up a little bit. It's not a multiplication, it's my rule with this given input equals, such and such a number. So make sure you're careful with that. The quadratics, I think there is something to sort of summarize. Quadratic functions look like quadratic equations, except they have an f of x. The vertex form is that ax minus h squared plus k. The vertex is given by hk. Careful that this is subtraction. The parabola opens up if a is positive and down if a is negative. Use completing the square if it's not in vertex form. Make sure your leading coefficient is 1, and you can only factor and add and subtract. You cannot change the left-hand side, so you can't change this f of x. So we're used to doing two things, one on each side. Can't do that with this because I don't want to change this from f of x. X-intercepts, set your function to 0 and solve for x. If the solution is complex, there are no x-intercepts, and the graph doesn't cross the x-axis. Notice on all of my pictures, no matter what, I'm going to have some sort of y-intercept. So that's always y. Setting x equal to 0 is an option for finding another point. I almost always use that as one of my find another point other than the intercepting vertex. So you guys can practice on that.